Do you ever get that feeling in a business meeting where you're just hunting for the right English words and coming up empty?
Or what about emails? You worry they sound too blunt, maybe even a little rude. You spend forever writing and rewriting them, and you're still not totally sure you've nailed the tone.
It's a super common problem, but it can seriously hold you back. In today's podcast, we're going to arm you with the essential business English phrases that will make you sound more confident and professional from the moment you walk into the office.
We're covering all of it, from meetings and emails to that dreaded small talk, so you can not just survive but actually thrive in the modern workplace. We'll give you the exact words, explain why they work, and show you how to use them so you can start leveling up your professional communication today.
All right, Adam, let's kick things off with a place that gives a lot of people anxiety: the business meeting. Whether it's face to face or on a screen, meetings are where you make your mark.
Totally. And if you don't have the right phrases on hand, you can feel invisible. Or worse, you try to jump in but worry you're interrupting or being impolite. So, our first set of phrases is all about kicking off the meeting and setting a great tone right from the start.
Exactly. A strong start is everything. So many people just say, "Okay, let's start," which works, but it's a bit abrupt. A more professional and welcoming way to begin is phrase number one. Thank you all for joining today. It's simple, it's polite, and it shows you value everyone's time.
I love that one. It just instantly creates a positive vibe. Imagine you're the team lead. You can just say, "Morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining today. We've got a lot to get through, so let's get started." It's just so smooth and professional.
For sure. Now, once you've welcomed everyone, you have to state the purpose. This is where phrase number two comes in. Our aim today is to, or for a slight variation, the main purpose of today's meeting is to. This is your secret weapon for focusing the room.
It's all about creating clarity. Instead of just launching into a topic, you're putting up a giant signpost for where the conversation is headed. For example, our aim today is to finalize the marketing plan for the Q3 launch. Boom! Everyone knows the goal. No confusion.
Perfect. So, you've started the meeting, you've stated the goal. Now you need to get people talking. This can be the trickiest part. You want to share your opinion without sounding aggressive. Phrase number three is brilliant for this. From my perspective.
This is so much better than just saying, "I think." From my perspective, has a more thoughtful and collaborative feel. It frames your idea as one viewpoint among many, which is way less confrontational. You could say something like, "From my perspective, we might need an extra week for testing. What are your thoughts?"
Oh, I love that you added, "What are your thoughts?" at the end. That's a perfect way to pass the ball. And that leads us straight to phrase number four, which is all about asking for other people's opinions. What do you think about this idea? Or a slightly more formal version, I'd like to hear your perspective on this.
This is such a critical skill. It shows you're a team player, not a bulldozer. You're not just there to push your own agenda. You're actively looking for input. Imagine a colleague just presented some data. You could say, "That's really interesting, Maria. I'd like to hear your perspective on what these numbers mean for our strategy." You're showing respect and starting a real dialogue.
Okay, the discussion is flowing, but then it starts to drift. We've all been in those meetings. As a leader, or even just a focused team member, you need a polite way to pull everyone back. Phrase number five is your go-to. That's a great point. Let's circle back to that later.
This phrase is a true lifesaver. You make the person feel heard by calling their contribution a great point, but you're also gently steering the conversation back on course. Circle back is a super common business idiom that just means return to a topic later. So you could say, Adam, you've raised a really important question about the budget. That deserves a proper discussion. For now, let's park that and circle back to it next week so we can stay focused on the launch.
And parking an idea is another great one, setting it aside without dismissing it. Now, to keep things moving. When a topic is done, you need a smooth transition. That's phrase number 6. If nobody has anything else to add, let's move on to the next item on the agenda.
It's a classic for a reason. It gives everyone one last chance to chime in before you switch gears. It's both democratic and efficient. You can just say, it sounds like we're aligned on the timeline. If nobody has anything else to add, let's move on to our social media campaign. It keeps the meeting moving logically.
And finally, wrapping it all up. You want to end on a high note with total clarity. Phrase number 7 is all about summarizing and defining what's next. To sum up, we've decided to. The next steps are.
This is absolutely vital. A meeting without clear action items is just a very expensive conversation. A good summary ensures everyone walks away with the same understanding. For example, to sum up, we've agreed to push the deadline by 1 week. The next step is for me to update the project plan and for Jessica to notify the client. Great input today, everyone. It's clear, it assigns responsibility, and it ends things with a sense of accomplishment. All right, let's shift from the meeting room to the inbox. So much of our professional reputation is built on how we write emails, and it's so easy for the tone to get lost in translation.
It really is. You want to be clear and direct, but not so direct that you sound demanding. Finding that sweet spot is everything. Let's start with the opening line. I hope this email finds you well is fine, but it's a bit dusty. Our first phrase is a simple but much better alternative. I hope you're having a productive week.
I like that. It's warm, it's professional, and it's focused on the work. It feels a little more personal and shows you respect that they're busy. For instance, Hi David, I hope you're having a productive week. Just following up on our chat from Monday. It's a much smoother start.
Totally. Now, for the real reason you're writing, making a request. You don't want to sound like you're barking orders. Our second email phrase is perfect for this. Could you please provide an update on?
This is the definition of polite but clear language. That little, could you please, just softens the whole thing. It's worlds away from, where is the update, which sounds so demanding. You could write, Hi Sarah, just checking in on the report. Could you please provide an update on your progress when you have a moment?
That, when you have a moment, is another great little softener. It shows you're flexible. But what about when you really do need something by a deadline? Our third phrase helps you be clear without being pushy. We would appreciate it if you could send it to us by the 12th of December.
The magic words there are, we would appreciate it. It feels like a team request, not a personal demand from on high. You could say, the team needs to review the sales figures for our Friday meeting. We would appreciate it if you could send them to us by end of day Thursday.
It lands so much better than, I need this by Thursday, right? Same urgency, totally different, more professional vibe. Okay, next up, attaching files. People usually just write, please find attached. It's not wrong, but we can do better. Phrase number 4 is, I've attached file for your review.
This is just more direct and helpful. You're saying what the file is and what you want them to do with it. Review it. It's all about being clear. For example, I've attached the Q2 performance report for your review. Let me know if you have any feedback. It guides the reader perfectly.
And speaking of feedback, let's talk about offering help. This is such a great way to build relationships with your colleagues. Phrase number 5 is, let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Or the slightly more formal, let me know if I can assist with anything.
This is a teamwork superpower. It shows you're not just stuck in your own little world. If a colleague mentions they're swamped, you can just write back, that sounds like a huge task. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Even if they say no, the offer itself is what builds the connection.
It builds so much goodwill. Now for a tough one, apologies, because sometimes things go wrong. Instead of a quick, sorry for the delay, a more professional apology can make all the difference. Phrase number 6. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused.
This is the gold standard for a reason. The word sincerely adds genuine weight, and inconvenience this may have caused acknowledges the impact on the other person. It's perfect for clients or other departments. Dear client, due to an unexpected system issue, your report will be delayed by 24 hours. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused.
It takes full ownership without making a bunch of excuses. Finally, let's close that email. Best regards is fine, but you can be more intentional. Our 7th and final email phrase is a strong closer. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
This one's great when you've asked for something or shared important info. It's polite, but it also subtly underlines that the email's content is important. After explaining a complex issue, you could sign off with, "Thank you for your attention to this matter. Please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions." It's formal, respectful, and brings everything to a crisp close.
We've just flown through a ton of phrases for meetings and emails, and we really hope you're finding them useful.
We've talked about how to start meetings with confidence, ask for opinions without being pushy, and politely get a discussion back on track. We also just covered 7 essential phrases to make your emails sound more polished and professional.
We are dying to know, which phrase so far do you think you'll use first? Drop it in the comments section below. We honestly read every single one.
And hey, if you're getting value out of this and want to keep improving your business English, this is the perfect time to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We have so many more tips coming your way, and you won't want to miss a thing.
Okay, Adam, time for our final topic, and it's a big one for a lot of people. Small talk. Some people think it's just pointless chatter, but in the business world, small talk is how you build real relationships.
You are so right. It's not small at all. It's the glue. It's the foundation for networking and just creating a friendly office. That awkward silence by the coffee machine? We've all been there. So let's give everyone the tools to break it. Our first small talk phrase is a simple go-to opener. How was your weekend? Or, if it's a Thursday or Friday, any exciting plans for the weekend?
These are perfect because they're open-ended. You can't just get a yes or no. And they're safe topics. You're just showing some genuine, friendly interest in your colleague as a human being.
Let's try it. Hey Jessica, how was your weekend?
It was great, thanks for asking, Adam. I went for a hike to check out the fall colors. How about you? See? It just opens the door for a natural two-way chat.
Exactly. And it's 1,000 times better than just a quick hello as you shuffle away. Okay, scenario 2. You're at a networking event where you don't know a soul. A fantastic way to start a conversation is our second phrase. So what brings you to this event?
Oh, that's a brilliant one. It's open-ended and it immediately invites the other person to talk about their professional interests. It's a fast track to finding common ground. You just go, "Hi, I'm Jessica. So what brings you to this event?" They might mention the guest speaker or an industry trend, which gives you the perfect runway to continue the conversation.
It's a professional and purposeful icebreaker. Now, what about keeping it going? You have to show you're actually listening. Our third tip is less of a single phrase and more of a strategy. Ask good follow-up questions. So if someone says they work in marketing, don't just nod and say, "Oh, cool." Ask something like, "That sounds interesting. What's the most exciting project you're working on right now?"
Yes, that signals genuine curiosity. You're not just waiting for your turn to speak, you're engaged. Let's try it. Adam, imagine you just told me you work in software development.
Okay. I work in software development for a fintech company.
That sounds interesting. What's the most exciting project you're working on right now?
Well, we're building a new mobile app that helps people track their investments. It's been a huge challenge, but really rewarding. And now you have a ton of new avenues: the app, the challenges, the rewards.
It's all about being curious. Okay, now for the part everyone dreads, ending the conversation. You don't want to be rude and just walk away. Our fourth and final phrase is the perfect escape hatch. It was great chatting with you. I need to go catch my colleague, but we should definitely connect on LinkedIn.
That is the perfect exit. It's polite, it gives a soft reason for leaving, and it even proposes a way to stay in touch. It leaves such a positive final impression. You're not just vanishing, you're closing the loop gracefully.
So let's put it all together. You start with, "How was your weekend?" You show you're listening with questions like, "What's the most exciting project you're working on?" And you end with, "It was great chatting with you. Let's connect." All of a sudden, small talk isn't so scary. It's just a conversation with a beginning, a middle, and an end.
And that's a wrap for today. We have covered a lot of ground, from phrases to help you own the room in meetings, to tips for writing emails that are both clear and professional, and finally, how to master the art of small talk.
Our goal was to give you practical language you can literally start using tomorrow. Remember, becoming a more confident English communicator is a journey, not a race. Every new phrase you try is a step in the right direction, helping you sound more professional and build stronger connections at work.
We really hope this was helpful. If you found some value here, we'd love it if you gave this podcast a like, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next.
And for your homework today, we have a challenge. Pick one phrase you learned from meetings, emails, or small talk and use it in a sentence in the comments below. We would love to see how you make this language your own. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.